So I appreciate everyone who's staying. Lady in red hair in the back who heckled at the beginning of the night. Thank you. Alright, let's introduce the next act and get to the night as quickly as possible. Next guy, I fucking forgot his name 2 weeks ago. And I thought he was a really tall lesbian coming in tonight. But apparently he's a male. Let's give a round of applause for the next comedian. Very funny.
He's got a
Jason Swinton.
Let's give it the fuck up for Gray Season. Good Lord. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Hey guys, my name is Jason. And I know I look like a hipster, but that's actually inaccurate. It's not true. I mean, sure. Maybe it looks like I stole these pants out of a BU freshman sorority girl's dorm room. And alright, I'll give you that perhaps it looks like I might have mugged a 16-year-old Japanese emo chick for these glasses. And sure, maybe my V-neck goes down so deep that you can see the top of my pubic mound. But I don't drink Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. None of my furniture is infected with bed bugs, and my girlfriend doesn't have herpes. That she didn't contract from me. Herpes that keeps on giving. So I was walking over here tonight, and I had to pass a dive bar right around the corner. You guys might be familiar with it, Bukowski's. And there were a couple of local drunkard toughs out front. A couple of loudmouths, and one of them decided he wanted to pick a fight with me. I guess I looked like a target. And he got in my face and he got aggressive. And I'm one to stand my ground. I've never been a man to back down. So I stood right up and I looked him in the eye and I said, listen, buddy, you take one more step and there's going to be 2 hits. Me taking a hit of ecstasy in my ass. And 7 hours of, do you believe in love after love? Bar scenes are a little weird in Boston, you know. I've been going out to a lot more bars since I started doing this comedy shit, and we don't have happy hour in Boston, which kind of blows my mind. It's not personally a big deal for me. I mean, every morning I have happy hour. I usually call it taking a shit, but the bar owners around here want to make a couple more bucks, you know, so they have to create these gimmicks, these funky nights to try to get in a couple customers. Let's take tonight, Wednesday at King's. Hey guys, glad you could join me. Wednesday night at King's is ladies' night. Half-price roofie colada cocktails. So girls, drink up. Because I'm pretty sure I can speak for every other guy here when I say I'd have a really hard time looking at myself in the mirror tomorrow morning if I thought you were about to remember what's going to happen to you tonight. Those sexual assault charges they're going to file themselves, baby. Oh, come on, guys. I start sex the way a SWAT team kicks down a door. You think I was going to go easier on you guys? I wasn't. So, check my hand here.
Time is it?
I like to make jokes about roofies sometimes. I think they're pretty fucking hysterical. In fact, I'm pretty sure the only thing that's not funny about roofies is how much they cost. Been in the habit lately of slipping my girlfriend roofies. I mean, I'm in a long-term relationship and I'm a 32-year-old adult male. But second glass of wine most nights, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a fucking relief it is. Because it's not for the sex. My girlfriend's hot as fucking hell. That's her right over there. Hey, baby. She loves this part of the show.
Love
hot
it.
as fucking hell. And yo, motherfucker, I lay that pipe.
Yeah, you do.
I slip a roofie so that maybe, for 1 minute, she'll be fucking quiet. And let Daddy jack into some internet porn. No, our sex life is great. I'm just kidding. In fact, we recently made a sex tape. It's called Ready, Willing, and Anal. I had to take a little poetic license with the title. She was neither ready nor willing. But I couldn't wait to look at the footage when I was done. Man, I was all hot and bothered. It was great. We had to fucking hook the computer up to the camera. We put it on there. I was all ready to go. Round 2. But it turned out it was just a static image that said, sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties. Over 45 minutes soundtrack of me hysterically crying. So, yeah, hey guys. Hey. If you look at her, you can see that that girl is thin. She is a skinny little thing. Which is unusual for me given my dating history, because historically I've gone for, shall we say, women of substance. Thick girls, little cushion for the pushing. In fact, so much so that I've been accused from time to time of being a chubby chaser, which I find horrifically offensive and degrading. Because it makes them sound like they're difficult to catch. My last girlfriend was so fat I had to roll her in flour and look for the wet spot.
Oh!
And then sprinkle on a little bit more flour before I deep fried it. Oh, come on! I start sex the way Hulk Hogan does a wrestling match. Kissing both of the guns. She's learned to keep one eye on the steel chair. So we're getting to that point where I'm seeing a couple looks coming from you guys, and I feel like maybe I have some questions I should answer. Number one, there is no hostage negotiator coming to save you. You're fucked. And number two, yeah, I've taken a whole shitload of drugs. What has two thumbs in a vast and diverse history of substance abuse? Fuck, man, I've taken all the drugs. All of them. And you know what? It's a recipe for disaster. It's not a good road to go down. You know, stay off the grass. Don't take the acid. PCP, no, PCP's okay. But the rest of them you want to stay away from, you know? Because they'll just fucking burn up your bank account, and they'll get you into some trouble, and years will go by, and you'll look back wondering what happened. And that happened to me, and I had to get my shit together. And it was hard, so I got myself involved in a 12-step program. No, you can give me some applause. Yeah, I got involved in a fucking 12-step program. Don't be shy. Woo! That's right, it was a little unconventional. Most people call my 12-step program a half a case of beer. But motherfucker, going through every one of those 12 steps every day kept me off the fucking drugs. If I thought drinking to get myself off of drugs wasn't a recipe for disaster, man, I had to be on some serious fucking drugs. And then, you know, as I came through this process, sure, you know, I stopped shooting smack. But, you know, the alcohol got the better of me, and there were some landmarks along the way that had I paid attention to, I probably could have saved myself some pain and suffering, you know? The first one was, when I started catching myself referring to a 12-ounce bottle of beer as a big gulp. You know, one big gulp. And then there was the walks of shame. Walk of shame isn't a pretty thing. Especially when you call walking of shame, hey guys, when you call a walk of shame when you have to turn back around to the liquor store because you finished your breakfast six-pack before you got back into your house. Then there was progressively that next time that my ex-girlfriend saw me wake up with a hangover so bad that if I had a gun I would have shot myself in the face, but I didn't. I had a fucking fifth of tequila, and I cracked it open and took down half of that in one big chug. And she looked at me, she's like, honey, you trying to drink yourself to death? And I was like, yo, stupid, I'm drinking myself back to life. And I mean, while we're here, hangover is a pretty fucked up word when you think about it. How pretentious do you have to be to call it a fucking hangover when we all know that we just mean, I'm not drunk yet. You know? And, it finally came to a head, and I realized that drinking was a problem. And it wasn't a way to get myself together. You know, I finished a beer one day and was like, fuck, I have a drinking problem, I'm out. And I had to, you know, get up and look myself in the mirror one day and realize that I was having issues. Because I had gotten so comfortable with pissing myself that I started calling it the alarm clock. Thank you guys very much. I'm Jason Swinton. Follow me on Twitter, _tornado. Where I'm available for emergency babysitting, children's birthday parties, and a wonderful little pair. Thank you very much. Good night, guys.
Woo! Joe. I don't have kids, but if I did, I'd beat them. For some reason, I've done so many things in my life to deserve to be beaten.
Yes, you did!
No, I really, seriously, like, my parents, they're awesome, but I love fucking with my mother. Not fucking my mother, but I love just... The other day, I went to the refrigerator and I smeared ketchup on my face and I laid face down in the kitchen, waiting for her to come home.
Get your drunk ass over there. Move over.
She said,